Hey TalkLife, I hope you are well. It's update day, or it might be update day, later tonight or tomorrow, depending on Apple and Google's review. The new version of TalkLife will go live for October, and I think this is super exciting. I wanted to jump out today and give you a little sneak peek of what's going to come and share a couple of the features and why we've done things the way we've done them. And obviously, we'd love to hear your comments and feedback as these go live into the store as well. But I'm going to start with vibes. And some of you will be saying, well, what is vibes? Good question. And I'm going to tell you. On your profile now, you'll be able to select a range of vibes or things that represent you as an individual. And then you'll be able to see other people that share similar vibes to you. And that could be TV shows, it could be music or books or hobbies and interests. You'll see here on my profile, I can go through and see a range of these vibes if that would focus for me. And then I can go through a huge list and select various categories of vibes. This is really hard to do backwards, but you can see there's some of my vibes. And I won't spoil them all, but there's a big list of vibes there. Being able to filter the feed by vibes and see other people that share similar vibes is a really nice way of meeting other people within the community. And we know for so many of you use tagging to do this, and it's a little bit clunky and it doesn't really give you the searchability. Well, vibes hopefully will bring a really nice element to how you search for others within the community. So I encourage you to jump in and check it out. And some of you will be saying, well, what about alpaca farming or those who love remote control buggies? If there's a vibe that we're missing, in the bottom right-hand corner, if that focuses, you can see you can request a vibe and you choose the category and you can share those vibes. Not everything is going to make it in. We are looking for appropriate vibes. We're not looking for things you do at 3 a.m. on a dark, stormy morning or anything like that. We're keeping the vibes really clean and healthy, but you can throw them into the suggestions box and we will put them up in future updates as we go through. I really like this feature and I encourage you to jump in. You can also filter the feed via these vibes as well with a bit of a change to how the filters appear. Okay, what else is new? You can now comment with GIFs in both the comments and the replies. With our friends over at Giphy, we now have GIFs in the comments. We've chosen a select list of GIFs or age-appropriate GIFs. Not everything is going to make it in. And it's just a nice way of expressing yourself, leaving comments when you may not know what to say. And you'll see there's been some GIFs appearing over the last couple of weeks. I really like this. We're going to be monitoring it. Please don't spam GIFs. The same moderation rules are going to apply the same as everything else. Okay, messaging is having a big update. Messaging is a little bit confusing on TalkLife because you jump into messaging and it takes you to the public groups, it takes you to my DMs and my small private groups. And what we've done is we've separated those two areas. So on the bottom of the menu bar there, if you see, we've still got if that would focus, thank you so much. We've got the messaging icon, which is going to take you to your original inbox. And then we have the rooms icon, which is going to take you to public rooms, groups, as we used to call them. And the rooms is going to make it much easier to view featured rooms, new rooms, I keep wanting to say groups, really making those areas where lots of people are online and active at any given time easy to find. The messaging is going to be the inbox that you're used to, and it'll be really easy to maintain those conversations and find your messaging threads and inbox, not the separation between the two. Now, we're removing the feed groups. For those of you who joined groups, you'll still be able to post to them, you'll still be able to find the content in them under your feed, but we're removing, creating new groups and adding new groups to the feed. Most people on TalkLife joined feed groups, but they didn't actually post to those groups. And we found that it was didn't make sense to have it. It would create an extra layer of confusion. We've simplified it by just making sure those posts are better categorized or they go into the feed or most recent feeds as well. So trying to streamline and clean things up on TalkLife. Now, I should say that these updates are going to go live to TalkLife hopefully tonight or tomorrow. Vent will be a month or so down the track. Might have a couple of additions as well. We know that Vent has some nuances to it and will have a bit of a different look and feel to how TalkLife appears at the moment. Okay, the other change we've made, and I have to give a massive shout out to Jacob, our creative director, on this. The feed in TalkLife is getting simplified. For the OG members of TalkLife, you'll remember it was just a profile pic, the post text, and a heart. We're trying to get back to a simplified feed. And you can see here we've removed the quick reactions, the mood badge. We've reduced the size of the category, and it's a cleaner, simpler, easier looking feed. And I've been using it. I really like it. Some of you will find it quite disorientating because I know the muscle memory of what we're used to, but I think some of those OG members will say, thank goodness we're back to a really simplified, clean view. The heart is now in the bottom right-hand corner there, you can see. And we've also pushed the highlight up above the post text as well. So I'm gonna give Frenzy a little shout out here. You can see the highlight, that's the OG Super Heart highlight, is now sitting above the text as well. And I think for accessibility, highlights are amazing, but they also can blur the font into the background. And even if you've got a really dark highlight, sometimes it just doesn't work. So this is a really nice way of doing that. We have some secret new highlights going up, and I won't give anything away, but these are really fun, changing the way highlights appear in the platform. And of course, there'll be a hero-specific highlight and a highlight that you can pay for, and then there'll be a free highlight as well. Going into the holidays, it's a massive, we love the holidays here at TalkLife, and I think there'll be lots of little things for everyone to be able to engage with as well. So that's a sneak peek. You're going to see some other changes as well across the UX and UI, trying to make things make sense. And would you believe that TalkLife is 14 years old? That is mind-blowing to think that we've been here for 14 years. I'm sure there's someone right now watching this and they'll be like, yeah, I've been here for 14 years, or I've been here for 13 years. If you think you're the longest serving OG member of TalkLife, drop your details in the comments below. I think we can get a special highlight out to that person, whoever that person is. I remember the top 50 or the first 50 members really, really well. But then, I'd love to see how many of those people are still there. But 14 years. In that time, we've thrown so many legacy features and so many things into the feed. And I think it's time that we just simplify things ever so slightly without taking away from the experience for everyone new coming in as well. To close, I just know that at the moment across the world, there is so much anxiety and tension and just so much going on. There is so much pain, and it is a challenging time. And I just want to encourage you to take a moment, get off of these news websites, get off of TalkLife, get off of other platforms, go for a walk if you can, take some time with the family if you can, or walk a dog. And we're going to get through this. I know it is a really, really difficult time, but we will get through this. And I think right now, more than ever, going into TalkLife, there are people that are really struggling, and there are people that need a friend and they need a shoulder to lean on. And if you have that capacity, that's what TalkLife is all about. Be there to listen to someone, say, hey, I've got a couple of minutes, I'm here to chat if you need. Let's bring a level of respect and kindness into TalkLife that it needs right now. And with the elections and everything else going on, the world feels divided. And I think on TalkLife, let's leave those things at the door where we can. I think you can absolutely share these things you're passionate about. You can share the political parties that you're passionate about, but let's do it in a really respectful way as humans with kindness for each other. The beauty of TalkLife is that we're across 140 countries with different cultural sensitivities, different religious views, different accents, different things we vibe with, and that's really nice because it means that you're not alone. You know, when I started TalkLife so many 14 years ago, people said to me, you couldn't bring people together around the world because they won't get along. And I call bullshit on that. I think that we are all humans and we go through the same struggles. We might say and call them different things, but one of the nice things is that we're not alone in those struggles. And I've seen people over the years come together around really challenging times and just be there as a support. And that's what I'm asking right now. Let's lift support and show people why humans are good, glorious creatures. Let's get together and wrap our arms around the people right now who need them. The other side of peer is you might be saying, you know what, I'm doing pretty well. Things are great, amazing. You might be doing really well. Bring that level of care and empathy and positivity into someone else's life right now and be mindful that not everyone is in the same space. So I'll leave it there. The update, you know, Google, Apple, we love you over there. Please review it quickly. Not that you're watching this, but yeah, would love a quick review. When it goes live, we'll put a post up in TalkLife. We encourage your feedback. If you love it, let us know. If you hate it, let us know. I know with an update like this, some of you are going to be like, I can't stand it. Give it a couple of days, and if you still feel the same way, you know, then absolutely grab your pitchforks, grab your signs, and chase us down through the streets. Well, maybe give me some prior notice and I will jump back to Australia or something. But absolutely, give it a couple of days. Vent, you're not getting this update. We'll be pushing something live in a month. TalkCampus, you'll be getting this update live in a couple of weeks. But TalkLife, again, this will be going live first. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. I love you guys. And again, if you think you're the OG member, leave it in the comments and we'll go from there. Bye.